Alrighty then, hello everybody, this is Norris, and I am bringing you a gameplay of Alliance. Playing Ranked Alliance on Forli, and the personas that our squad is using is the Doctors, and our targets are the Executioners, and our Pursuers are the Captains, at least for this round. Alliance, in case you don't know, is a game mode in which you have two rounds. In one round, you're hunting a specific set of targets, and you're being hunted by a specific set of pursuers. In the second round, the roles switch, and then your targets become your pursuers, and your pursuers become your targets. Each round lasts for about 4 minutes, and overall, I think Alliance is a very fun game mode. It's one of those games where it really focuses more on tight teamwork, and I really enjoy it. It's probably my favorite game mode in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and it's kind of a shame that not too many people play it. But you can still find games every now and then, and it's always fun to play. So here Loomer gets killed. I try to save him by dropping a smoke bomb. It doesn't end up working. You know how there's that little dodge animation that you do when you throw down your smoke bomb just in the nick of time to survive your pursuer's attack or something like that? Well, that doesn't really happen with your teammates. So there could be a lot of situations where you throw down your smoke bomb just a little bit too late and they end up getting killed through it. So Loomer and I join up again. Generally, that tight teamwork involves you sticking close to your teammate. So here I get a stun off of this guy and hit into a blank group, look for other pursuers. That captain, just walking really funny. So he was focusing too much on Loomer, so that allowed me to actually manage to get a naked stun off of him. So now Loomer and I are doing something called stun locking. Stun locking is where you and your teammate or teammate cycle stuns between one or more pursuers. It's a really good way to help rack up points while also kind of denying the other team that much point gain, since they can't really do anything in terms of killing or stunning you, or killing or stunning you or or their targets or pursuers or anything like that. So yeah, it's a really good way to help rack up points, and it's a very effective tactic in Alliance. Game modes that you could stun lock in include Alliance, Manhunt, Escort, Chest Capture, and even Assassinate. Although, unless you're like setting it up with friends or all that kind of stuff, generally you're not going to get any sort of stun lock going in Assassinate. But anyways, yeah, stun locking, it actually does require a fair amount of teamwork and cooperation. Not only that, but it also requires a really good ability to adapt to different situations based off of both what your targets and pursuers are bringing to the table when it comes to when they're coming after you or the people that you're trying to stun lock. With team-based game modes, you have options to desynchronize whenever you get stunned. There's a little button that pops up over your head. It's the Y button for the Xbox and the triangle button for the PlayStation 3. I'm not sure what it is for the PS3, but I'm sure there is one. So you just hit that button and you desynchronize and you respawn at another location. Basically, I think that was supposed to more help people who, accidentally chose the wrong profile set for the round that they're playing. Say, for example, that you're in the offense round of Manhunt and you accidentally choose a more defensive-based profile set. If you get stunned, you have the option to desynchronize and respawn, but it puts you in the class selection screen first, allowing you to switch classes and all that kind of stuff. So, anyways, yeah. It's available in all team games, but it's not available in Alliance, which really makes stun locking all the more powerful to do in Alliance, because your pursuers simply just can't Y out of it and end it that way. Although, actually, there are a lot of people who don't really know about the desynchronize button. But, anyways, yeah, that was the end of the first round. Score 6,400 points with 6 kills, 0 deaths. I think that's a really good score for a round of Alliance. So, here we're heading into the second round. Generally we're going to keep the same strategy going. We sort of hunker down in a well-defensible spot. Oh yeah, that reminds me. The Cathedral in Forli, that's where we were hiding initially in the first round. That is definitely one of the best spots to hide in possibly the entire game. It's really funnels in where personas can come in from, so it really helps you to identify pursuers mainly, because it can be a bit difficult to imitate NPC movements exactly, since it's more individual NPCs walking into the area instead of like moving blind groups that you could possibly take. So it does require a bit more effort to actually blend in with the NPCs when you're actually entering this area. So here we get a guy stunned. There are actually quite a few counters to stun locking. For example, mute. If you're getting stun locked and you have mute, mute is one of the fastest activating abilities. In fact, you can actually activate it as you're standing up from being stunned last, and actually activate it before the second guy who's supposed to stun you next has the opportunity to stun you. So that gives you ample time to kill them and break up the stun lock. Although I wouldn't really rely on it too heavily. I've had experiences where, there was a bit of lag going on. Mute is one of those abilities that's just really affected by lag, just very badly. So, you might get killed or stunned through it fairly often. So, but it's still an option for those of you who want to try it. Other things include just equipping the perk resistance. Resistance, I think it allows you to stand up in 1/3 the time if you get stunned. I'm not entirely sure if that's a specific time interval or anything like that, but I think that's it. That's a rough estimate. So yeah, if one of you has resistance and you and a teammate are getting stun locked, eventually the rhythms of the stun locking will desynchronize, and you'll be up at a point in which the person who's supposed to stun you next is either busy running over to you to try to stun you or stunning your teammate. So here I kind of messed up. I ended up running up a wall, tried to mute the guy to maybe see if I can get a stun off, but he just ended up barreling past me and killing Loomer. Really unfortunate situation. Other things that you could use to break up stun locks. Offensive smoke bombs. I know right now in the community a lot of people are like, offensive smoke bomb, it's overpowered, it's cheap, blah 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 blah. But it is really effective at helping breaking up stun locks, because it really just puts your targets in a position to where they can't even really do anything, and it sets you up to get maybe even 1, 2, or if you're really lucky, 3 kills. So yeah, it's really effective and really good way to help break up stun locks. Another ability that you could use is the hidden gun. The hidden gun, it allows you to kill people from long range. So if you see someone stunning your teammate, people stun locking your teammate, you can lock on to the person who's supposed to stun them next and shoot them. I think the main advantage to using the hidden gun to break up the stun lock is that it really just gets rid of any sort of chance of you getting caught in it. So it is really effective for helping breaking up stun locks. Other abilities that you could use, firecrackers. Firecrackers is, I think it's surprisingly effective for what it does. Basically, it just blinds your targets, and really, it just kind of makes most people panic, and when they panic, they just sort of tend to like drop smoke bombs, do all this kind of stuff, and then run away. So that's another good way to break up the stun lock. Other things that you could do, roofing. You can jump off of roofs and kill your targets, but your targets can't teleport back up and stun you, so, that's a really good way to help break up a stun lock. I think that's about all I have to say about stun locks for now. So here I just sort of meet up with Loomer, Alliance. You want to stick with your partner as much as possible, since, you constantly have 2 people after you, and, you're really going to need their help every now and then. So a guy starts to chase here. He's, like, right next to me, so I drop a smoke bomb, but I miss. So I just decide to run away, go up the lift, and that's the end of the game. So final score, 12,450 points with 13 kills, 0 deaths, and 22 stuns. Alright, this is Norris. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay and commentary. Leave a comment letting me know what you think. Bye.